about offline methods. So I'm not standing there as well. I'm in the middle of the stage. So when we say offline learning, a few points that I want to highlight here is who are the main leading stakeholders when it comes to growth, development, education and learning of a child. The three main stakeholders are the parents, teachers and all pediatricians sitting, right? And apart from what we know, our knowledge, what are we taught that we are supposed to give? In addition to the knowledge that we have, teachers would teach them their routine skills. Parents would take care of their basic needs. Doctor will make sure that their health is good. But when we joined pediatrics, what were we taught? The first three letters we were taught was tender, loving care. And we know that our children learn only with these three words. And can these words be given by e-learning? Can we give tender love and care approach through e-learning? No. We need to look at our child, we need to smile at our child, we need to make some eye contact, give high five, clap, give a reinforcer, motivate our child, and that's the time when our child will learn, would want to learn, would want to interact. So now, coming on to when we are learning pediatrics, we go through all the neonatology, we are taught that KMC is very good way, and breastfeeding, exclusive breastfeeding and breastfeeding are very good methods. We all know, we have learned it in pediatrics because it helps us to form a bond, baby's bond with the mother. Why that bond is important? Why we are doing KMC? Because we want that bond, because the children, we know their stress levels go down, their anxieties go down, and their long-term neurodevelopmental outcomes are better. So how can we keep them deprived of all these opportunities of love and emotional support and social interactions by imparting them only e-learning, and especially for our children with special needs who need a little extra bit of that love, an extra bit of that attention. We know our children with special needs have a lot of challenges. They can be hyperactive, they can be inattentive, they may have lack of focus, they may need a little physical prompting to teach them. They may not learn the same way as all our other children are learning. They have their own challenges, and we can't bypass those challenges in e-learning methods. We have to go offline, we have to touch the child, give them a physical prompt, give them a reinforcer, and motivate them to learn. So offline learning cannot go away, especially for our children with special needs. Again, coming to e-learning methods, we have seen during these 2 years that, okay, because of COVID-19, it was important to close down the schools, because it was important for us to prevent the spread of infection, but that prolonged closure has led to our children learn through e-learning methods where they are sticking on to the screens, have to sit for a long time. If I ask you all a question, how long do you sustain your attention on a webinar? Can you sustain it for long? No. Maybe 10 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. Somebody has got great attention span, maybe 40 minutes. And we expect our children, not typically developing special needs, to be able to focus and learn through e-methods. It is simply not justified because we don't think that that is possible ever. It can complement, but it can't replace our offline methods. And then coming on to our next point that I've written some important points so that I don't forget. With all these e-learning methods increasing, there are some psychosocial problems that we are coming across. Children are staying at home, they are not going out socializing, they are not interacting. By staying at home, their abuse is increasing. Children with special needs are most neglected. Parents already in lockdowns have so many responsibilities. They have to work from home, they have to do the household work, they have to become teachers, they have to educate their children also through online schools, and ultimately the special need child, where they are not trained perfectly how to teach, how to handle, how to manage the child, they end up neglecting that zone the most. So our children ultimately get neglected or not, or sometimes even become get abused because they are not so on the topmost priority for the parent at that time. They have so many more challenges. Then very often, if I ask you, most of you would have come across more number of parents coming to you now when the OPDs are open with speech delays. My child is 3 years old, not speaking. My child is 3.5 years old, not wanting to socialize. The moment I take them out, they start crying, and they don't eat without a screen. They don't, the moment you switch off the screen, they start crying, become irritable. They have various symptoms. So all those challenges are because by exposing them to e-learning, gradually we are increasing their screen hours. We are promoting screen addictions for them. We are giving them the gadget. Then for we saw that Anganwadi, where there was just a chula. So a place like Anganwadi, where there is hardly a chula to make food, how do we reach there through our e-learning methods? Do we have Wi-Fi there? Do we have internet? No. So we cannot reach out to each and every one. We have to have that Anganwadi person who's cooking food with have them both together. It has to be a hybrid, combined. E-learning can complement our services to reach, to educate, to create awareness, but it cannot be the sole way forward. We have, especially for our children with special needs, we have to go offline, and e-learning we use to create awareness. We can teach parents, parenting styles, we can teach them what they can do to prevent neurodevelopmental disorders, but we cannot manage our children with special needs exclusively on e-learning methods.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Himani.